Hello everyone! After reviewing two higher-priced gentleman knives from Italy and France, I would like to take a look at a more down-to-earth knife for everyday use. It's a knife from Spyderco's budget product line, the second generation Byrd Meadowlark in G10. I haven't found any YouTube reviews on this particular version so far. The reviews I have watched deal with the FRN version of the Meadowlark 2. So I thought I'd fill the gap. I never owned the first generation Byrd Meadowlark, but the most important changes Spyderco applied to the second generation is the four-way pocket clip and the full flat ground blade. But we will get to these details in a minute. Let me give you the specs of this knife real quick. The closed length is 100 millimeters. The overall length is 173 millimeters and the blade length is 73 millimeters. The cutting edge is a little shorter, it's 61 millimeters. The blade thickness is 2.5 millimeters and the weight comes in at 83 grams. A lot of people refer to this knife as the poor man's Delica, and indeed there are some tremendous similarities between both knives. The overall shape is almost identical. The blade geometry is virtually the same. Both knives have a backlock. The handle of the Spyderco Delica is a little longer though. The significant difference in price between both knives is due to the country of manufacture and the blade steel. The Delica is made in Seiki City, Japan and comes with G-10. The Meadowlark is made in China and comes with 8CR13 MOV. The country of origin, the overall size, the blade steel and the handle material suggest another comparison. The Spyderco Persistence. The price difference is minimal. If you look on knifeworks.com, the Meadowlark is $5 cheaper. The Persistence almost looks like the fat brother of the Meadowlark. The Persistence is clearly more beefy. The locking mechanism here is a liner lock, but they are both very interesting knives in this price region. And just for kicks, let's do some more size comparisons. This is the Byrd Robin 2 in G10, which I reviewed a while ago. I do not own the Byrd Cara 2, but size-wise it's similar to the Spyderco Endura, which I've got here. Now for some more details of the Byrd Meadowlark 2. As I already mentioned, the blade steel is 8CR13 MOV, a very common blade steel when it comes to Chinese-made knives. Yes, you need to sharpen it more often than the G-10 on the Delica, but it's a decent steel for the price. And as I always mention when talking about 8CR13 MOV, it is very easy to sharpen. The blade shape is a narrow leaf shape as opposed to the wide leaf shape blade of the Persistence. The blade comes with the typical talon hole, the trademark of all Byrd knives. The grind is full flat, which is a big improvement over the hollow ground blade of the first generation Meadowlark. What else? Yes, there is jimping on the thumb ramp and on the finger choil. The handle is a closed construction and comes with this somewhat decorative backspacer. The handle feels good and comfortable in the hand. The G10 texture is similar to the one on the Persistence and all the other knives of the Tenacious family. It's not very aggressive, it feels pleasantly rough and provides a good grip. The main difference between the G10 version and the lightweight FRN version of the Meadowlark are the liners. On the FRN version, the liners are recessed into the handle scales, like the liners of the lightweight FRN Delica. The liners of the G10 Meadowlark are as large as the G10 handle scales. The liners are milled out, but nonetheless the G10 version of this knife is heavier than the FRN version. The pocket clip can be mounted in all 4 positions, left, right, tip up, tip down. But as you can hopefully see, it rides lower in the tip down position than in the tip up position, if that is important to you. And of course, there is a lanyard hole. The locking mechanism is a sturdy back lock with the famous David Bowie dent. If you haven't heard of the David Bowie dent, it doesn't matter. There is no blade play whatsoever. The in-handle retention is decently adjusted. The blade centering is not 100% perfect, but it's good enough. The blade doesn't rub against the liners or anything. This knife will probably never win a design prize, but it is a functional, no-nonsense EDC knife. Over the past weeks I've gotten quite a few messages from my younger viewers, 14, 15 years old, and a fairly regular question is what knife I would recommend for beginners, especially if money is an issue. I usually recommend a Swiss Army knife, but if you don't like Swiss Army knives and if you live in a country or in a state where a one-hand opening knife with a locking mechanism is illegal, I can highly recommend this knife. I've been using it quite a bit and I'm very happy with it. The Byrd Meadowlark 2 is very affordable and good value for money. Also, an inexpensive knife like this is ideal for learning how to sharpen. If you have never sharpened a knife before, you probably don't want to start with a $200 knife. The only way to spend even less money is to buy a Sanrenmu B or Enlin knife. There is nothing wrong with that. Who knows, maybe they are built in the same Chinese factory as this Byrd knife. But of course, if the brand is important to you, you may prefer an entry-level knife from Spyderco over a Chinese brand. I hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching.